everybody out there in Grommet Live land. Oh, we have some little reverb going on right there. How are you guys? Happy cocktail party night. I'm so excited about tonight. Are we muted over there? We're good? Good. Okay. Something looks odd on my camera here, but we are just going to go with it. I don't know what I'm seeing that's different. Something's different. You know what? Just so I'm comfortable, I'm going to go in here and see if I can fix it quickly. Oh gosh. Okay, we're going to go for it anyway. Let's start that all over. Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Grommet Live. I am very, very excited about tonight. If you know me at all, you know that I do love a good cocktail party. I love to entertain, actually. I love to throw cocktail parties. But this time of year, I love to go to cocktail parties, and I'm sure many of you do as well, especially if you are joining us here tonight on Grommet Live for this very special Cocktail Party Essentials episode. And I had so much fun today playing with all of these amazing products, tasting, sipping, doing all that fun stuff in preparation for this show. I was in heaven, as was Jen, my producer, who's here with me. She's going to be my little sort of guinea pig tonight. So as we try things out, we're going to get Jen's opinion on all of these awesome, awesome products. And so when I conceptualized this show, when I thought of what I wanted to do with this, it was really about kind of sifting through the Grommet website and looking for the products that would make throwing a cocktail party either a little bit less stressful, a little bit more fun, or it would somehow really impress your guests. And so I guess when you're feeling good about the party that you're throwing, you are less stressed and you do have a little bit more fun. So some of the things I'm going to show you tonight are going to do actually everything I'm going to show you tonight are going to do exactly that. And I got to tell you, you know how much I love our giveaways, and we are doing 2 of them tonight, as we always do. But I was trying to think of which ones I'm going to give away, because I kind of love every single one equally as much. So I'm going to lean on you guys a little bit tonight inside the chat to tell me which ones you're loving, which ones you want to win. And the chat is already on fire. We've got, let's see, Derek Monk, owner of Kitchen Inventions, sitting in for Kim Jensen for Icebreaker. Derek, thank you for being here. I'm sorry that he's not able to be here because I'm such a major fan of this product. You have no idea. It is going to change my world. I only wish that I knew about it forever ago. So great. And we've got Rita in the house. We've got Leslie. Hello, hello. I think I've missed a whole bunch here. I'm going back up. We've got, let's see, Ginger and Brad. Who else do we have here? We've got Perry Basil. Perry, I just watched you on TV, I have to tell you, just about 20 minutes ago. So I'm excited to present your product as well. It's incredible. So almost unbelievable, I have to say, but it actually is the real deal. So super exciting. We've got Monica. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Sherry's in the house, and she says she'll take an extra giveaway. So on that note, let me explain to you guys about the giveaway. If you don't already know, as you're seeing, that's what it is. I am mirrored tonight, and that's making me totally so I'm going to move this way so you can, oh, see, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, hold on here. I've got to fix this. We are just a little disheveled. Okay. All right, we're back again. Let's see, what did I just say about Gordon Ramsay? Perry Basil talking about Gordon. Oh, yeah, that's not what I saw you on. No. You might have another guess, but it is not. But I know about that. And we're going to talk about that for sure. And so Sherry just reminded me that when we do our giveaway, because all of you are here live with us, you have a chance to double your chances to win those 2 giveaways. And all you have to do is exactly what Sherry just did. And that is inside the chat, say one word, one simple word. Actually, I'm going to give you 2. You can either say cocktail time, or you can say giveaway. And either one of those words will get you a second chance at the giveaway. We will do one of the giveaways halfway through. So pay attention to the products, be, letting me know inside the chat which ones you're loving, which ones you want to win. And then at the end, we're going to do the second one. But the one that we do at the end, we have now turned that into a trivia question. So you do have to pay attention throughout the show because I'm going to ask you a question at the end of the show that has something to do with some form of trivia, some kind of fact that we talked about during the show. And the first person that chimes in with the answer will win the giveaway. Rita is looking for a second chance, as is Ginger, as is Deb. Okay, there's a lot of competition for the giveaway tonight. Okay, guys, with that, let's see. Is there any more housekeeping that I'm forgetting to do? I think we're good to go. Other than that, just very quickly, I do want to hit on the chat to say thank you for already, getting it going in such a fun way. And when it's cocktail essential night, I could see why. Everybody's kind of in that mood anyway. But that chat is so important because when that chat gets going, all the different platforms that we're on. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, we are on LinkedIn, and multiple pages on each one of those. That's when they start paying attention and they start taking our show and putting it out in front of more and more and more people. And so what that means is for the makers of these awesome products that I'm about to present to you, that means their products get seen. That means their stories get heard by more people. And that's how companies go from these little teeny tinies and they grow quickly. So that's the goal tonight for sure. Okay, without any further ado, and I just want to see, I think it was Derek who is representing this first product. This first product, I am dying to know who knows of this product. I had no idea about this product, and yet I am realizing that once again, I am sort of living under a rock because this product is so wildly successful. Thousands upon thousands of reviews, almost every single one of them 5 stars. This product is all about, believe it or not, making ice. And I'm going to show it to you right here. So this is called Icebreaker Nordic Pop. This is 2.0. So they had a version prior to this one. This is 2.0. This thing, as simple as it is, or as it looks, is so cool, so clever. You are going to be so impressed with this. Now, if you are someone that does not have an ice maker, does anyone not have an ice maker here? My mom doesn't, and we're constantly trying to try out new and different little ice trays, and they end up breaking and chipping and throwing them away. And, it's such a mess making ice. You got to get it just to the right level so it doesn't overflow. And then you're taking it from the sink to the freezer and it's spilling everywhere. Not super fun. Well, this guy, they have sold over 1 million of these so far. And the gentleman who created it, unfortunately, he's not here tonight, but he's from Denmark. And so he's a Danish engineer. And he was frustrated with many of the things I just described about making ice. And he said, it should be so much easier. I wish that it could just be like pouring water into a water bottle to make ice. Why can't it be that simple? So 10 years in development, he finally came out with this guy. And really, I'm going to show it to you real quick so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's really kind of what he did, as you'll see right here. So here's the opening, right? And so when this opens up, it really is like a water bottle. You're pouring the water right in here. And this guy is filling up with water, and then you're storing it in the freezer. But what's so cool is it's so space saving also, because you can store it any which way. You can do it this way, you can do it upright, you can do it flat, and it takes up very, very little space. But the other thing that happens, and what probably why I'm the biggest fan of this, is guess what the ice cubes look like when they come out? And I learned this today about, because I always love those crystal clear ice cubes. I don't know if anybody is weird like me like that, but I really kind of am obsessed about ice when ice is really, really good. I was stunned at how crystal clear the ice came out. And I learned that that's because that it has to do with the directional flow of the water when it freezes. And so because I stored mine in my freezer like this, there's no air in here, and it came out completely crystal clear. So again, let me show you the video real quick. And so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Oh, no. Let me start from the beginning. Okay, there we go. So I love this for outdoors too. If you're camping or going to a picnic or something, you can bring the ice in this. It stays frozen a lot longer. You open it up, you're pulling out the sides just like you saw her do. Then you're shaking it and you're done. And then you pour it straight from this container directly into the glass. So let me actually just show you exactly what I'm talking about here. With this one that I actually have in my ice bucket. Oh, shoot. It's not going, it's not as frozen as it should be, but I'm still going to show you. Okay, so basically you are going to pull, no, I'm sorry, before you pull it apart, you're putting it on a hard surface and you're pressing. I'm going to show you one more video that shows it really well while I'm doing it kind of simultaneously. That's showing how you fill it up and you fill it almost to the top. You put that lid on just like that. Then you're putting it in the freezer for 7 or 8 hours, and then you're just pushing on it on a hard surface a couple times. And then you're going to pull those two handles directly out just like this. Well, I didn't push on mine, so I can't do that. And then you pour it straight from this guy into the glass. So your hands are literally never touching the ice. So just from a hygiene perspective alone, it's amazing. I love that because I do feel weird when I have guests over and I'm going to give ice and I actually touch the ice. Even if I'm trying to use tongs or something, I kind of inevitably do. But the other thing is ice in the freezer sometimes can end up smelling because of everything else that's in the freezer. And if it's open at all, and serving ice that doesn't smell great is not fun either. And this completely eliminates that because it's got that airtight seal. And so with that airtight seal, no bacteria, no air, no nothing can get inside of here. So when it comes out, it is as fresh can be. It's really, really cool. No pun intended. So again, you're pulling it out like that. So now it's like sort of a fun little container and you've shaken it and then you're just pouring it directly into your glass. It's really clever, so clever. And so each one, you can make 18 cubes of ice, but it takes about 7 or 8 hours. So within a day, you can do about, I think it comes out to about 54 ice cubes with just one. Now, I would recommend, I fell so in love with it that at least 2, maybe even 3. And with that Grommet discount, you are getting it for $16 for one, and it's normally almost $20 for one. So this, taking that 20% and getting a few of them is really key because you're getting 20% off all of those when you buy them together. And even if you're not ready for cocktail season and you're not wanting to buy it today, you grab that QR code and then you can use it whenever you want. So you'll have that 20% off. But guys, the ice is spectacular. Let me just show you a picture of, where's my ice picture? I think I did get one here. Let's see. No, where's my ice picture? Oh, next one. There it is. Just to show you how, it's coming. Oh, are we having technical? Okay, I don't know why it's not working. It's trying to come. Shoot. Well, we'll let it keep trying for a minute. Is it because we're both touching it? I don't know. Either way, I wanted to show you just how crystal clear that ice is, and it tastes so good. Now, I did use purified water with mine, so I don't know if that makes, how big of a difference that makes, but I'm sure most of you would do the same. And then again, it's that directional freezing, the way that the water is positioned when you freeze it, that you're not having all those air bubbles in there, so it's coming out crystal clear. Yes, somebody's asking, is it dishwasher safe? Yes, and actually this comes apart, so it's almost like it's 2 separate trays, and you just put those in the top rack of the dishwasher, and you can just quickly wash them that way. So super, really easy. Let's see here. Lots of people jumping on. Okay, cheers to the cocktail. Cheers with cocktails in hand. I love it. Okay. Any other questions on this? It really, I hope that I didn't make it sound more complex than it is, because it's really not complex at all. It was so easy to do. And I mean, his goal being, I wish that you could just fill a water bottle to make ice. It didn't have to be so complicated. And that was exactly what it was like. Pouring the water in, freezing it, pushing both sides, pulling it apart, shake and pour. Really, really cool. And to me, it's like such an experience. And so if you're having a cocktail party and you're doing that and pouring it directly into your guest glasses, it's just such a fun little experience. So I'm in love with the Icebreaker Nordic Pop 2.0. I'm so glad you guys found your way to Grommet. Now I have the blue, as you're seeing here, but in that picture, you're seeing that it also does come in the black. So just a personal preference. Makes the same kind of ice either way, but you're going to love this thing. You are going to love it. And I do think there's definitely something to that, it not being exposed to the air, that makes it maybe taste as fresh as it does and as clean as it does. And I think we don't think about that much, but I really tasted such a difference in the ice. So I think that may have something to do with it. Okay, we got a lot of people doubling their chances for the giveaway, so that's great. We are going to move on to a product that I have featured before. I love this product, and when I thought about doing Cocktail Essentials, I could not fathom doing this show without this product. Many of you may already be guessing what this product is. It is my one and only Say So tea bag cocktail mixers. Who has tried Say So? Because I've been raving about them for so long. I'm hoping some of you have picked them up and tried them. If you have, I have to believe that you will agree with me that these are probably the best cocktail mixers I've ever had. And what makes this even better is that they are not only the best tasting cocktail mixers, but they are all natural. And they are very, very low in sugar and calories. And so it's all the good stuff. So as we head into all of these cocktail parties coming up for the holidays, knowing that you're able to have a beverage that is actually on the healthy side, you're not having all of that sweet sugar. I don't know about you, but when I have a margarita that is made with that sugary mix, it's just not my thing at all. And so I was anxious to try this. So the one I'm showing you here is the skinny spicy margarita. Now, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So inside of this bag, there are 8 tea bags. And so that's what you're seeing right here. And inside of each tea bag is all natural goodness. So for instance, with this one, and I wish you could smell it through the camera. Oh, I can smell that kick in it, definitely. But it's got things like lime, it's got orange peel, it's got ginger, garlic, jalapeno, agave. So all of that, everything is natural in it. And all you have to do is you're going to take a regular glass, you're going to fill it with about, depending on how big the drink is that you're making, you're going about 2 to 1. So 2 water to 1, whatever, liquor that you're wanting to put in it, but it doesn't have to be. You could also do it as a mocktail. And in fact, I do that quite often. They're so refreshing and good. But again, you're just putting that much water in. Then you're taking the tea bag like that. I'm sorry, you're putting the 1 ounce, or since I did roughly 2 ounces of water, then I would do 1 ounce. I'm doing it with vodka this time because that's what I had on hand. And then I'm taking the tea bag and I'm putting it inside the glass, and I'm going to just kind of rustle it around a little bit because you want to get all those flavors out of the bag and get them really infused into the cocktail. And so that's what that does. And then you're just going to have it sit for about, they say 1 to 3 minutes. I like to have it sit a little bit longer because I do love the flavor of it. This one definitely has that little kick to it, not too much, perfect amount. And it just is so refreshing tasting because there isn't all that sugar. It is so clean, so refreshing. Now you can take the same bag and actually make a second cocktail with it if you're someone who doesn't need it to be that, the flavors to be that strong. So just all depends on taste. But typically you're getting 8 cocktails in this bag. And with the Grommet discount, this is $12.80. And you're getting 8 cocktails. Of course, you're adding your liquor unless you're doing a mocktail. But that is a really great deal. Now, when it comes to actual cocktail parties. I was so excited to have this on tonight because it's so much fun to throw a cocktail party and have these on your bar because people haven't seen them before. Just the concept of it to them is, well, what the heck? And so when they see how it works, it just becomes this conversation starter. It's just so much fun. It's also a great item to actually take to a cocktail party as a hostess gift. It's such a fun gift to give because nobody, they're trying to figure it out, and then they are sold right off the bat once they realize how it works and what it does. Now, I want to introduce you to the girls who founded this, and you're seeing them right there. This is Allison and Chloe. They are actually from Harvard. They were in Harvard going to school during COVID, and they were used to going out to the bars and having the fun craft cocktails. And then everything closed down with COVID. And they didn't love spending the money on the craft cocktails, as none of us do these days. But when they were stuck at home, they thought, let's try to make these cocktails at home. And so what they were realizing is every time they wanted to do that, they had to go out and buy 10, 12 ingredients to make these cocktails. So they thought, there's got to be a better way. And as they got into it, they thought, why can't we make them healthy and, all natural also? And so that's what they did. And they had the novel idea of putting it into a tea bag. And I mean, it's magic what they've done. Now I am going to go ahead and have a sip. At this point, what you would do, bless you, you would pour it over ice, and then your cocktail is ready to go. So good, so refreshing, so light. It is my favorite way to have a cocktail, truly. Now I want to show you all the different flavors that they have because they're all amazing. And especially coming into the holidays, they've got some really fun ones. If our images would come up, we are just, I don't know what is going on, but I'll talk through them with you. And it's really strange because I'm seeing them here, but they're not coming up on the screen for some weird reason. But they've got some new ones that I was not aware of until today when I was, kind of refreshing myself on the company and what they're doing. They have an espresso martini, which I thought was really interesting and fun. So I haven't had a chance to try that, but as I'm thinking with the holidays coming, the ones that really kind of just kind of resonated with me were the hot toddy. I'm sure that one is incredible. They have a hibiscus Cosmo, which to me, a Cosmo during the holidays is just so much fun. The color, all of that. That one I have tried, and it is so good. Another one I've tried that I think is fantastic for holiday is the rosemary honey Moscow Mule. Amazing. So good. Are your mouths watering? Let's see. I gave Say So out. Oh, I love that, Liana. She gave Say So out as stocking stuffers last Christmas, and everybody loved them. What a great idea. And we do this girls' luncheon where we bring our favorite things for each girl that comes to the luncheon. That would be so fun for that. Thank you for the idea, Liana. Perry saying, yum. It is just so smart. Like, how did we not think of that before? But I'm so happy they did. And they are just killing it. They're getting so much amazing press. They're getting into retail locations all over. I am just so happy for them. I want to show you one, and we're going to try one more slide. But I love this slide because I'm hoping it comes up. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be so frustrated because I can't see it to be able to even read it to you. Darn it. The slide that I wanted to show you was putting side by side a regular margarita and a Say So margarita, and seeing the difference between the calories and the grams of sugar, all of that. It's incredible, the difference. And yet, in my opinion, this one tastes so much better. Say so much better. So it's amazing. I am so happy for you guys, Allison and Chloe, for all that you have done with this company. And I just can only imagine where you're going to go from here. Because again, I mean, the last time we featured you, I think you had 3 or 4 flavors, and now you have so many. You've got that. Let's see if there's any that I haven't mentioned. The Cosmo. There's the Palamo. That's a skinny cardamom Palamo. That one I've tried also. That one's really good. And then you can also get the variety pack, which so you can kind of taste them all and see which one you like, and then you can order more of those once you know what you love. but I haven't tasted a bad one yet. I'm excited to try some of the new ones for sure. So fantastic product and perfect for cocktail party essentials because it really does just kind of liven things up, especially if you're putting a nice spirit in with the water. And it doesn't have to be just water. It can be soda water. It can be, whatever your mix or whatever your choices with it, and it doesn't have to be vodka. It could be tequila, it could be whiskey, it could be, hot toddy would be whiskey. So whatever that is for you, it's fun to kind of experiment a little bit with that. Okay, speaking of whiskey, I think we are going to move on to a product that I think you guys are not going to believe because I could not believe it. I was like, could this really do what it's saying it does? And that was hard for me to wrap my head around, but I tried it and it actually does what it says. And I watched some different videos and different reviews on it, just like, come on, really? And sure enough, everybody said, oh my gosh, what a difference. And the product that I am talking about, and we do have the maker, or at least one of the two makers in the house with us tonight in the chat, and that is Perry Basil. And she was a co-creator of this product with her husband, Dr. Drew Karp. Now, I love the story, Perry. I hope it's okay that I say this, but that we've got the doctor and the drinker. And so Perry's the drinker, and then Dr. Karp is the doctor. And he just was kind of fascinated, I think, not fascinated, kind of the opposite of that, but the fact that why does whiskey have to have that bite, that harshness to it that every time, I think I've only had a sip in my whole life because I can't, it gets near my nose and just to smell it, ugh, not my thing. Brown drinks are not my thing. So why do they have that? And wouldn't there be a way to make drinks like that taste better? And not just drinks like whiskey, but it could be vodka, it could be tequila. It doesn't have to be just alcohol. It could be coffee. I'm someone that I drink coffee in the morning, but I do put my creamer in it, and it's usually got some sweetness to it because I need to mask the bitterness of coffee. I've never had coffee black because I can't imagine. It's just too bitter. It has too much of a bite. Well, the product that they created is called the Bochi. Am I pronouncing that right, Perry? Would you let me know? Actually, I pronounced it two ways. I'm thinking or maybe it's Boche. I just want to know I'm doing it right. I think it's Boche, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So let me know. But either way, this looks like a very simple coaster. How could it change the taste of your beverage? So let me bring it up close to you. And there's something very special about the blue color, from what I understand. But what this does, you put it on your surface, you put your beverage of choice on top. So in this case, I've got a white wine here, and I've had it sitting on the coaster for probably a good 10 minutes or so, maybe even a little bit more, but you really only need about 3 minutes. And what happens when you put the beverage on this coaster is it actually, the frequency goes through the glass, and it can be plastic, it can be glass, it can be metal, it can be a ceramic coffee mug, so it can be anything. But the frequency waves travel through the glass off the coaster. I know this sounds like psychobabble, but it is actually legitimate. This is scientifically proven. They have study after study done to validate what this does. And it changes the molecular structure of the beverage inside to the result basically is a much smoother taste. The bite is removed. That harshness that makes us all kind of give that face goes away. And so what they recommend, just to try it for yourself, is you put a glass of the same beverage, one on the coaster, one not on the coaster. You first start by tasting the one that's on the coaster. And I'm not even a white wine drinker. That actually tastes very good. Now I'm going to try the one that was not on the coaster. And there really is a difference. It's like this one's sharper, has more of a harsh taste to it, where this one feels very smooth. Same, I feel like the flavor of the wine, the integrity of that is still there, but it just doesn't have the bitterness. That's how I would describe it. And I did not try it with the coffee yet, but I'm going to try that tomorrow morning. Definitely, because I would love to drink my coffee without all that creamer, without all that sugar. And if this really does that same thing, I'm all about that. So I mean, how smart, how I still, like I said, don't totally understand it. And it's, oh, Perry's chiming in, letting me know that it is done through quantum physics, which I don't think that was a class I ever took, was smart enough to take. It is our patented protected energy transfer. And yes, I mentioned that I've had it on here, but that's only because I was doing the show. I know that it is, everybody says 3 minutes, that's it. Put it on the coaster. 3 minutes later, you'll have a taste that is just smooth. And, you know, if it's, even if it's the kind of wine that you don't love, you know, maybe it's, a less expensive wine. Someone was saying this about champagne also, that they drank it was champagne that was not very expensive and they didn't love the taste of, so they wanted to try it with that. And they felt like when they tried it, it was a much more expensive shishi kind of champagne. So I'm excited to try that one too. I haven't had a chance to do that. But wow. And guys, this coaster has gone viral. People are crazy for these. And now I've got to talk about the Gordon Ramsay element, because she was on. I'm going to try one more picture. I've got all these great pictures to show you. Oh, look what came up. So there she is. That is Perry, and she's with the famous Gordon Ramsay on Food Stars, which was on Hulu in May. And so, no, Perry, I didn't get to see the episode, but I'm dying to see it, and I will go see it. But I thought that was so cool that you were on that. What I saw you on was HSN, which is where my product line is. So I'm there all the time. And I saw you on with Guy, who's one of my very favorites. And it was so fun to see him so blown away also. When I was watching his reaction, and I was thinking that's exactly how I felt. Like you don't want to believe that this could actually work, but it does. And if you don't believe it, they have the 30-day guarantee. So try it, see for yourself the difference. And wow. And again, this is one of those conversation starters too. If you are having guests over and you have these, my gosh, how fun does that make the party? Just to talk about that and explain how it all works. A great hostess gift again, love that. And just a great holiday gift for anybody that likes to entertain, or that, you know, likes their wine or whatnot. But again, it could be any beverage that you just want to take that bite away. And yes, she's letting us know it was a customer pick, which is a big deal. That means the ratings on HSN were really, really strong. Customers loved it. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on all your success. And yes, she is reminding us that the best price on these coasters is on Grommet, and you're seeing it right there. It's with that 20% discount. You're getting 2 coasters for $24. So they are $12 each. They're very, very nice quality, really pretty, modern, sleek looking. I actually really love that blue color. And is there, Perry, is there something to the blue color that helps make that work, or is this just a color that you loved? I'm curious, because I think it was Guy that I saw talk about the color a bit. So let us know on that. And it is made out of acrylic, but it is that energy transfer that they've patented that actually does change the taste of the beverage. So really cool. Congratulations, Perry. Thank you for being here tonight. It is the exact color, is what she's saying. So there is something to that color that is the magic, is what I'm gathering. So really cool. Such a great discovery. I'm so glad we found it through Grommet. That's what I love about Grommet. They find the coolest things. Okay, we have already presented 3 different products. We have done the icebreaker. We have done the famous Say So tea bag cocktail mixers. And we just did the Boche coasters. And so that means it's giveaway time. Let's see here. Simon, how often do we need to replace the coasters? That's a great question. Perry, can you chime in on that? Often these work indefinitely? Does that energy transfer continue to work? Do they need to be replaced after a certain amount of time? Great question. Thank you for that. And I love that they never need to be replaced. So this is a one and done. $12 for fabulous tasting beverages all the time. How about that? Not too shabby. Okay, so it is giveaway time. Does anyone want to let me know what they want to win of the gifts so far? Because we've done some good ones. Okay, this is, you know what? I think I'm going to go with the icebreaker, because whether you have the best ice maker in the world in your house, when you try this and you see what those ice cubes look like and you taste what they taste like and you have the fun of actually creating them and pushing and shaking and all of that, you're going to love it. And so if nobody here has tried it, I want you to try it. So that is going to be our giveaway. And do we have a winner? I'm looking for my, let's see who the first winner is. Yes, we do. And I do believe I saw this person inside the chat. The winner is Emma Alms. So Emma, congratulations, woohoo, as it says at the bottom of the screen. You're going to love the icebreaker. You really, it's awesome. It really is. And it's so to me, it does kind of change the party because it has that, the ice feels very high end. You feel like you're at a 5-star resort with this ice. She's saying, woohoo, I want to win. I love it. Congratulations, Emma. But if you did not win, it is not too late. There is another chance to win at the end of the show. But again, that is a trivia challenge. So you do have to be, you have to pay attention to know the answer to my question and be the first one to chime in. And Emma's getting lots of congratulations inside the chat. Okay, guys, we are moving on to the next product, which is, oh, I love this one. Love, love, love this one. Even though I'm not, well, I guess I am kind of a drinker in this sense. Not really, but I will love to use this one. I love to have this at all my cocktail parties because to me, it just elevates the bar. And again, it is another one of those conversation pieces that just, it's so cool and clever how it works that I can imagine everybody talking about it. It reminds me very much, it takes me back to sort of the Rat Pack days, especially their branding. I've got to show you their branding. The company is called Swish, you're seeing right there. So to me, it does definitely have that kind of air about it. Love the packaging. They did such a phenomenal job. And when you open it up, so it's such a pretty presentation. So you're taking this off, and then inside what you will find is the coolest. This actually creates the perfect shot. It is a cocktail jigger, but not just any cocktail jigger. There is technology, I don't know if you call it technology, I guess you would, built into this that gives the most precise pour that has ever been created. It actually creates 7 different pours. And if you look inside, you'll see the engraved lines that show all the different pours right in there. But look how beautiful this is. This is a really high-end stainless steel. This is a forever item, definitely, and it's one that you want out on display on your bar. It also comes with this drip tray here. So this guy actually sits on the drip tray like this. So the gentleman who created this, I'm hoping he's in here. I'm thinking he is. Let me find my little, I know part of the family is, at least I just don't know if I saw his name. His name is Dean Alms, and I love his goal when he set out to create this. And that was, he said, I wanted to Yeti-fy cocktail accessories. So we all know the Yeti coolers and how they just kind of took the cooler and made it so stellar and so premium. And it just became the one that everybody wanted. And so that was his goal with Swish, was to create the one jigger that everybody wants to have. And when you see it, when you hold it, when you see how this works, which I'm going to show you in just a second, he definitely hit his goal. He has Yeti-fied the jigger for sure. Okay, so how does it work? Well, what's so cool, so he wanted to Yeti-fy it, but he also had a couple other goals, and that was to create the most precise pour, to make the whole experience a cleaner experience, because evidently pouring shots, it drips and it can make a mess. So he wanted to kind of clean that up, and then he wanted it to be fun, which he definitely has done with his branding and all of that. He's done such a phenomenal job. But how this works, the patent that he has on this, which is the magic really is in this mechanism right here, that basically you're putting it on a glass. I'm going to just put it right here for the sake of showing you how that works. You're pouring it, oh, I'm sorry, you're pouring the beverage in here to the line that you want, and I'm just looking at it. So it goes from 0.25 ounces all the way up to 3 ounces. So if you're doing a 3-ounce pour, that is basically 3 shots. Is that 3 shots? No, a double. That's a double. 1.5 ounce pour is a single, and then a pony shot is 1 ounce. And so wherever you want it to be, you're pouring it there. Then you're placing it on top of the beverage. And what happens is it's this sort of quick release that happens. And so it then pours directly into the beverage. There is no spilling, there is no dripping, there's no nothing. It's just very, very clean and so cool to see. So I'm going to show you the video so you know exactly what I'm talking about of it in action. So there it is. And see, just even the video, you guys did such a great job just really setting the tone for, again, reminds me of very Rat Packy, but sort of the quintessential holiday cocktail hour. So you saw there how he poured it in and it just dispenses directly into the glass. And then when you're done, you just put it right back on that little tray, which is right here. I'm going to show you one more time because I was chit-chatting probably too much. So really want you to see how it works because I think it's really so smart. And it is also just so beautifully done that it is such a great gift to bring to somebody, whether it's a host gift or whether it's someone that just really loves their, perfect cocktail. Such a nice, and with that packaging, it's so nice. They also have a bar mat, which kind of got a lot of stuff on it, so it's going to be difficult for me to show you, but I'm going to do it because it's really cool. And again, to me, this really would set the tone at the cocktail party. So this is the Swish bar mat. How fun is that? And so it just, again, creates such an elevated cocktail party experience. And it's interesting how bar tools and accessories can do that. So he has definitely Yetified it. It is gorgeous. And I do that Grommet discount. Again, this is one of those where it counts. I mean, to me, this, because I'm not sure if you can tell through the camera how premium and high end this really is. To me, it's like it's a work of art. It's beautiful. You can tell. And this is dishwasher safe, the whole thing. So you could just throw it in the dishwasher and it comes out sparkling, sparkling clean. Such, yeah, someone's chiming in saying best holiday gift for any craft cocktail maker. So anyone that is into that will go crazy for this, for Swish. Love the name, love everything that you guys have done with it. Really, really. Ginger saying such a unique and special gift. It absolutely is. It's a very thoughtful gift because especially if it is somebody that you know really appreciates a nice craft cocktail or any cocktail. So really great on so many levels. Beautiful. So I'm so happy to have been able to present it tonight because I didn't know about it before. It's another one of those where I'm just like, where have I been? Because I would have been gifting this all day long and I will be gifting this all day long because there's so many, guys' birthdays and, where you just I always feel stumped with guys. I don't know why, but that definitely helps. Okay, moving on to the next one. We've got 2 more great ones to come. Okay, this next one I have featured before. I am such a fan, and are they in the house or not? This is a father-son team that created this quite a while ago, actually. Let me start by saying, so the product, the brand is called Pure Wine. Some of you may already know of it. I believe they have on another place where you could buy it. They have over 15,000 across their different products, 15,000, almost all 5-star reviews. And so many people that I have told about this product don't believe it works. And all I have to say is just go look at the reviews. If you read any of the reviews, people are blown away by how well this works. So what is it? Well, I've got a couple of them here. It is a wine purifier in the form of sort of a wand. And it comes in this package right here. You get a whole box of these, but this is how it comes. So they're individually wrapped. When you open it up, what you're seeing is right here. And so it's this wand that you're going to actually place inside your wine, and you're going to stir it around. And the purpose of doing that, why would you do that possibly, is that it is designed, and there's little resin beads inside that, again, they've got a proprietary technology that does this. It's designed to remove all the histamines and the sulfites. And what are those? In, very simply put, those are the things that cause us to have headaches the next day after we drink wine. Those are the things that cause allergic reactions in people, whether they get flushed and turn red. So there's so many different kinds of allergic reactions. And it was fun learning about that too, because I was curious, when do people start to get these reactions? Because, and what causes them? And what it is for women, it typically starts with menopause. That's, kind of what everybody knows. It hasn't happened to me yet, but we'll see. And then with men, it's kind of middle age, but it can also be drug interactions, drugs like sulfa. There's a couple others that are known to, the way that they interact with wine causes these allergic reactions. And it's so hard for people because they love wine, but they hate the way they feel the next day. I think we can all relate to that on some level. So by just stirring this around, you're removing those. The wine is going to taste exactly the same. You're not removing the flavor. You're only removing the histamines and the sulfites. And so you're thinking it's not working because it tastes the same, and but then you wake up the next day and you feel like $1,000,000, and then you realize, my gosh, this thing really, really works. So people that use them are avid users of them. They use them every single time. I love bringing them, again, like girlfriend kind of gifts, or if I'm going to someone's house, just as a host gift to kind of pass out to everybody. Again, another conversation starter because no one can believe it. And then before you know it, everyone's stirring their wine with their wand. And then what's kind of fun is on the end of them, they've created these wine charms. And so then you can take the charm and put it on the edge of your glass to kind of, symbolize whose glass is whose. And so that was just a kind of fun little extra thing. But they really work. Red wine, white wine. I'm going to show you a table that I'm hoping gets pulled up to give you a sense of, oh, now they're working. So looking at that, you're seeing this, and this was, verified third-party company that did this testing, and where you can see the gray, look at how much of the histamines, all of that has been taken off. So before you're using the aeration, it's up there at the red. And when you're using these wands, that's all goes down, and that's the result. So you can scientifically see that this really does work. And that's the red wine. And then there's another, oh, they're both red. Shoot, there was a white one, I think. Anyway, so you get the idea of it. But my gosh, these are so amazing. I was learning a little bit about wine today too, when I was going through this, and about the history of wine, and it goes back 9,000 years. And both Derek and David are big wine drinkers. They love wine, but they always were so frustrated with how it made them feel. And so they just made it their mission to come up with a solution, and they did. And that solution has taken off in such a huge way. And they give back to all kinds of charities having to do with whether it's heart or I'm forgetting all of them, but they do a lot of giving back. They've had so much success. In addition to the wands, they also have something called the Phoenix. And the difference with the Phoenix is it does the same thing, but it is actually more like an aerator. So you're actually putting this in the whole bottle. Let me go back to the... So you're putting this in the whole bottle, and it's being poured through. Inside of here is this little, what they call a biopod. So those resin beads that we talked about are in here. And so that's inside of here. And so you're pouring it from the whole bottle. So everything in the bottle has those histamines and the sulfite removed before you're drinking it. The other thing that people love, that I love about this, both of these products, is that you can actually revive old wine. Like, how many times do you have a bottle of wine, you know, it's half drinking wine and you want to have it in a glass, but you know it's been sitting there for 5 days and what's the shelf life and all of that. Well, you can cork that. You can put this guy inside or pour it into a glass, use the wand, and it's going to taste like you just uncorked it. So that's, and I've tested that. That is 100% true. That oxidation that happens when it's been sitting there, it takes all that away. So there's so many great features of these pure wine wands and also of the Phoenix that I love it. And the Phoenix comes in white, but also in black, as you're seeing there. Now, with the wands, okay, comes in a box like this, as you're seeing right there. You are getting 8 wands in a box. And I do love that they're individually packaged because it's kind of fun to give them to people or have them sit on people's place settings when you're entertaining. So really, really fun. Let's see. How long does it last? Are they reusable? They are not reusable. These are a one-time thing. To my knowledge, I think I would know if they were. I think you're just using them. But maybe I'm wrong. I've never been asked that. And that is actually a great question. If there is anyone from Pure Wine inside the chat, I would love to know the answer to that. And if there's not, I will find out the answer because I do want to know that. Even like the same night, if you're having 2 glasses or God forbid 3 glasses of wine, can you use that same wand? That's a great question. And let's see. Leslie's saying, I'm in Menno Stop and have not been able to red wine of any kind. I hear that a lot, Leslie. A lot. I've got a few different friends that used to love red wine. It was like their drink. And all of a sudden, and so I guess it is because of menopause, that's a no-go. And so now, Leslie, you've got to try these pure wine wands and let us know if it makes all the difference. I bet it does. I bet it will. Pretty cool. And, you know, because wine does have a lot of good benefits. It is heart health. It's metabolic. It improves longevity. Lots of good stuff, I like to think. Improves cognition, believe it or not. I thought that was an interesting one. Did not know that. Okay, guys, so that was our pure wine. And we are down to the wire with our last product of our Cocktail Essentials Party Time show. And I saved this one for last because this one is a dessert. And oh my gosh, when you taste this dessert, you are going to go crazy. Now, I had Jen, our producer who's sitting right here, I had her not taste it because I wanted her to taste it and give us honest opinion. But I did have my family taste last night. And the looks, I have to confess, I'm gluten-free, so I can't, but I can smell it and to die for. But beyond that, I mean, if you have not heard of this company, I actually had heard of them before, but I had never tried it. And now, of course, I can't try it, but I probably will cheat at some point and try it. But this is the Bahamas rum cake. This is iconic. This is become so famous. This tourist buses that go to Nassau that come off the cruise ships, they all go up to, I'm going to show you the picture of the actual store. Where is it? Here it is. There it is. That's their storefront for rum cakes. It's become so famous. The recipe and the cakes themselves were created by a gentleman named George, who was actually from George Bates from the UK originally. And he created this recipe back in 2000. And in 2014, it was named the official rum cake of the Bahamas. And it's all very secret ingredients and all of that. But what we do know is that it's that whatever is in the cake, it's then gently marinated in the authentic Bahamian rum. And so there's just something about that. And let's see, I think we do have someone. We are in the chat. Simon is in the chat with the rum cake company. Simon, you have got to be one very popular man because this cake is just incredible. And so what Grommet has for you guys is, get the big box here. You get a pack of 6, which I thought was so much fun. So when I thought of the cocktail party, first the fact that it is marinated in that rum, and I thought that was fun. But if you're having a cocktail party, my thought being, you're gonna have some slices, and you can, because this pack of 6 is a variety pack. So there's different flavors in there. So you could put little name tags with each one, and people could try the different slices from the different ones, because they're all, from what I understand, phenomenal. Let me show you this video real quick, and then we're going to have Jen do a little tasting. Here's the video, just to give you a sense of how these tourist buses pull up, and the line is around the block to go in and get one of these cakes. So again, it's just become this legendary rum cake. And some of the flavors are, there's a pineapple, there is a Kentucky bourbon, there is a coconut rum, there is a pina colada rum, and Jen is trying the, what did we just, coconut rum. She's a coconut girl. So I'm going to do it. Look at, it's what everybody says is just melts in your mouth, moist. So I'm just showing you cutting it there, and then you can get sort of a sense of what that looks like, but I'm going to show you a couple other pictures as well. Jen, will you do the honors? Let us know. While she's doing that, I'll pull up, oh, maybe I don't have that other picture.
Oh my God.
Is it so good?
It's so,
if you can see the smile on Jen's face. She said, oh God.
It's like the perfect amount of coconut, and you can still taste a little bit of the kick of the rum. Oh my gosh, wow.
She's saying perfect amount of coconut, and you can taste a little bit of the rum.
It literally melts in your mouth.
And it's so moist, melts in your mouth.
Oh my gosh.
What don't you think? And so when you take these out of the box, they're in these cute little boxes. Like, again, what a fun little gift. Put a little bow on it. And the fact that it has the story behind it about how it has just taken on a life of its own, that it's become the, you know, the famous official rum cake of the Bahamas. And we've got it for you right here on Grommet for over $31. You're getting 6. And that equates to roughly $5 a cake. Now, what do you think, Jen, as far as how many does that serve? I mean, I know you want to probably eat the whole thing.
I want to share it.
I mean,
I'd like cut it in half. Like,
it says 2 servings per container.
Yeah.
So if you're serving it at a dinner party, you might cut it in half. And
I wish I had like a glass of dessert wine or like an espresso martini to pair that with.
Oh, she needs the say-so espresso martini to go with it. I thought that would be so good. Well, what about a little scoop of vanilla ice cream on it?
Yes, that would be delicious.
Emma cannot wait to try it. Does all the flavors come in the box? So what they say, and Simon, you tell me if I'm wrong, is they decide when you place the order. So that's how fresh these are. So depending on what is in the store, that's how they decide what flavors are going to go into that variety box. So again, I read you the ones that I received. So in mine, it was, you know, all variety. It was the pineapple, the amaretto, the Kentucky bourbon, the coconut rum, pina colada rum, which I think that one's got to be really, really tasty too. I just think, to me, this is like, bye-bye fruitcakes, thank God, for the holidays.
It tastes so fresh. I'm blown away that came in a box and it tastes that fresh.
I love that Jen just said that. She said, I'm just blown away that it came in a box and it tastes that fresh. So I saved her box to be able to show you how it comes. And so this was the one that Jen just tried. And so it does come completely sealed in this bag, and I cut open the bag. So it does stay nice and fresh inside this bag. And then whatever Jen doesn't eat, she'll put back in there and then pop it in the box and take it home. I mean, you guys, to die for. And grab that 20%, because I promise you, first of all, get some now so you can try them now. But I promise you, during the holidays, you are going to want that 20%, because that is going to be the thing that will be such a hit every time you bring it anywhere. It will be such a hit. It is vacuum sealed, fresh, no refrigeration. That's what I was so surprised at when I opened it for my family to try last night. I thought, oh no, it's been sitting, because it arrived, I don't know how many days ago, but I didn't even know what was in the box until last night. And I opened it and I went, oh no, it's not going to be fresh. But because of that vacuum seal, I mean, Jen, doesn't it taste like it was just made?
It just was made.
That's what I kept hearing last night. It's like it's fresh out of the oven.
I cannot believe how fresh it tastes.
Looks delicious. What else? In the store, they have 18 flavors, and you pick your flavor. You pick your flavors in the store. Can you pick your flavors when you order, Simon? curious because that would be so
Well,
cool.
it's perfect.
But I can't.
It's little hostess gifts too.
Yeah,
You know,
for $30 to have 6
Yes.
little hostess gifts to give, or
Right.
girlfriend gifts, or the hair, your um, hairstylist, your housekeeper, your gardener, whatever, those people that you want to get a little something nice for, something thoughtful. This is so thoughtful and will be so enjoyed. There's a story behind it, and it's so affordable. Really affordable way to do gift giving. So definitely grab that QR code. You will be so happy you did. You get 6 different flavors. Let's see. Let's see. Do all the flavors come in the box? Can't wait to try. Glad you love it. Looks great. Wow, bourbon. Got to try that. That I'm curious about that one too. The bourbon, Kentucky bourbon. I love just the name of it. That's amazing. I wouldn't have to share mine. Leanna's saying that because you get 6. Perfect pairing for your cocktails. It's so true. That's why I mean all these items tonight just rounded out for me the perfect cocktail party because you've got the beverages that taste amazing, partially because we have things like, well, first of all, we've got this to make any beverage taste really smooth and nice, the Boche coasters. And then we've got, which you should hand out the pure wine wands at your cocktail party to everybody who walks in the door because number one, it's kind of fun, but number two, they'll all feel good the next day. So that's kind of nice. But then also to be making cocktails with that Swish Yetified cocktail jigger, and your ice cubes are just crystal clear, perfection. And then to be able to top the evening off with that rum cake is just a hit. You can't miss. Fun, fun stuff. So I think it is time for our last giveaway. I want to make sure I didn't miss any. I know the chat's going bonkers. You can pick your flavors online also. So you can pick your flavors. But I have to recommend you guys go out on a limb and try some that you wouldn't maybe ordinarily pick. Simon, is there a bestseller? Is there one that's like the one that everybody dies over? I mean, they must die over all of them, but I'm sure there's one that's the most popular. So curious, maybe even the top 2. Would love to know that. But how fun that you can pick the flavors. And then maybe you do a total variety first time you order, and then next time you know exactly the ones you want, and you do it a little more safe that time. So, okay, we are going to, I was thinking you were going to say that when I said, what's the most popular flavor? He said the original, of course. The one that is the original rum cake of the Bahamas from 2014. Okay, we're going to do our second giveaway. And this is just a no-brainer. I think I have to do the rum cake, don't I? We are going to do the rum cake as the final giveaway. Oh gosh, now I have to think back on what my trivia question is going to be. Let me look through some of my notes. Okay, I think I'm going to ask you guys. How long have we been enjoying wine? I talked about that very briefly, but I did hit on the number of years ago that wine was invented, if you will. The first one who answers, no cheating, no Googling. I'm going to know if you Googled, I can check. Oh, Simon is not right. He guessed 900 years. Emma in the house with the right guess, the first right guess, 9,000 years. We've been drinking wine and getting headaches. But no more, not anymore, not since. Oh, wait, Emma, you can't win twice in one show.
Justin.
The next, okay, the person that was literally, they were very neck and neck. It came in the second after Emma, is Justin Barlotta. Congratulations. He got it right with 9,000 years. And so, Justin, you are one lucky guy because you are getting the 6-pack of the best cake in the whole wide world. And please taste it. Let us know what your favorite flavor is. Please post about it. Tag these guys for sure. Tag Grommet. Tag me so I can repost it and give more and more props to this incredible company and the people behind it because it's amazing. And Emma says, "Ah, dang." But you did pretty good, Emma. You are going to love your icebreaker. I promise. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how much you could love an ice tray. Really. Wow, how lucky. Congratulations. Ginger came in before Justin. Ginger, yours came in after. I'm looking at my chat. Yeah, yours came in right after. And then, no, Monica came in, but her guess was not correct. We got lots of guesses. I kind of skipped over that very quickly. I didn't think anyone was paying attention. Wow, you guys are sharp for drinking cocktails. Who's having a cocktail right now? Okay, this was super fun show. I really enjoyed it. I love, as you can tell, every single product I presented. It's going to make my gift giving season, my hostess gift season, so much easier. And it's going to make throwing cocktail parties so much more fun. And I hope it does the same for all of you guys. And we are going to be back tomorrow night with our weekly show where we are going to be presenting some of the brand new products that launched this week on Grommet. And this is a really exciting time for these makers, you know, being new to launch, but also there's several in the running for the product of the week. And so this show really matters because you can pick up a lot of extra upvotes. So you guys being back here tomorrow night means a lot to not only to me and Jen and Greg, but to the makers especially because this is a kind of a last ditch effort before their launch week is over for them to vie for that winning product of the week, which is a pretty big deal. So tomorrow night, same time, same place. It's 6 o'clock on the West Coast and 9 o'clock on the East Coast. And so many nice comments. Let's see, Bahama Rum Cake Factory just said, great show. Thank you, Marcy and Jen. You are absolutely welcome. Thank you for being a part of it. And everyone, go get the swish, says Emma. Couldn't agree more. I love my swish. Love, love, love. Love everything, you guys. Thank you all you makers. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday shopping season or purchase it, whatever we call that. I hope it's a great one for everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow night. Bye-bye.